Will Jordan has just crossed one of the greatest milestones in All Blacks history, surpassing 50 test tries and cementing himself as one of the most prolific finishers the game has ever seen. But this wasn't supposed to happen so quickly. Every international team studies him, every defender knows he's a danger man, yet time after time he still finds a way to score when it matters most. So what's the secret behind Will Jordan's incredible success? Is it his pace, his instinct, or something far less obvious that separates him from everyone else? Let's find out. Will Jordan was born on 24th of February 1998, and like many top All Blacks, his rugby journey began early. He went through Christchurch Boys High School, a place known for producing elite talent, but what stood out about Jordan wasn't hype or headlines. He wasn't the loudest name coming through. Instead, he was consistent, smart, and always seemed to be in the right place at the right time. Even at school level, coaches noticed something different about him. Not raw explosiveness, but awareness. That ability to read the game before it unfolded. That awareness didn't just appear overnight. It was built through years of structured rugby, repetition, and understanding systems. Christchurch Boys High School isn't just about talent. It's about discipline and decision-making. And Jordan absorbed that. He wasn't the player chasing highlights. He was the player creating outcomes. That difference matters, because while others rely on moments, Jordan builds patterns. And those patterns followed him on to the next level. From there, his pathway followed the classic New Zealand system. He stepped into the provincial rugby with Tasman, where he quietly built his reputation. No massive spotlight, no overnight fame, just performance after performance. He kept delivering, then came the Crusaders, and that's where everything changed. In a team built on precision and winning habits, Jordan didn't just fit in, he thrived. Surrounded by world-class players, he elevated his game fast. And suddenly, people started to notice this guy doesn't miss opportunities. And that Crusaders environment is important to understand. That is a team that doesn't tolerate inconsistency. Every movement is calculated. Every player has a role. And Jordan's role became clear very quickly. Finish everything. But finishing at that level wasn't easy. It requires timing, trust, and execution under pressure. And he delivered on all three. Week after week, he proved he could handle it. But even then, no one expected what would happen next. When he made his All Blacks debut in 2020 against Australia, there was no slow introduction. No easing into Test rugby. He hit the ground running, and it didn't stop. Try after try, he built one of the most efficient try-scoring records in international rugby. Then came the 2023 Rugby World Cup, and that's where things reached another level. 8 tries in a single tournament, equaling the all-time record. On the biggest stage in the world, against the best teams, under the most pressure, he delivered. And that's what makes people stop and think. This isn't just form, this is something else. But here's where it gets interesting, because stats don't tell the full story. Watch Will Jordan closely, and you start to notice something that separates him from almost everyone else. His positioning. It's not normal. He's not reaching to the game. He's predicting it. Before a line break even happens, he's already moving. Before a kick goes up, he's already tracking it. It's like he's seeing things a second earlier than everyone else. And that's the difference at the top level. The extra second, the extra step, that's all it takes. And that's not something you can easily teach. That instinct is built over time. It comes from understanding patterns, reading body language, and recognizing cues before they fully develop. Defenders are reacting. Jordan is anticipating. That's why he always looks like he has more time, because in a way, he does. And then there's a support play. This might actually be the most dangerous weapon. Over and over again, he's right there when it matters most. A teammate breaks the line, Jordan is already on the shoulder. A loose ball appears, he's the first to it. It looks simple, but it's not. It's awareness, timing, and instinct all working together. That's why he scores so many tries that look easy, because he's already done the hard part before anyone else reacts. And when he gets the ball, that's when things really start to open up. At around 1.88 metres tall and around 95 kilograms for a modern outside back. Strong enough to compete, fast enough to break away, but what makes him so dangerous isn't just the physical profile, it's how he uses it. His speed is deceptive. He doesn't look like he's sprinting flat out, but defenders quickly realise they can't catch him. His long stride covers ground effortlessly, and by the time defenders adjust, he's already too late. There's also an efficiency to his movement that often goes unnoticed. He doesn't waste energy. Every step has purpose. Every angle he runs is calculated. That's why he can maintain speed while making decisions. Other players might rely purely on pace. Jordan combines pace with control, and that's a dangerous mix. Then comes the footwork. Not flashy, not over the top, just sharp, efficient, and perfectly timed. One small step, one shift in direction, and the defender is beaten. That's what makes him so difficult to defend. There's no wasted movement, no warning signs, just execution. But even that isn't what makes him fully elite. What truly separates Will Jordan is the finishing ability. This is where he becomes world class. Give him half a chance, and more often than not, it's a try. No panic, no hesitation, just composure. Whether it's diving over for the corner, finishing off a break, or chasing a kick down, he stays calm in moments when others rush. And that calmness is deadly. He's also incredibly reliable under the high ball. In modern rugby, that's a huge weapon. You can't afford to kick loosely, because if Jordan is there, he's not just catching it, he's thinking about the next move. And in broken play, when defences are scrambling, that's where he thrives the most. One missed tackle, one bad read, 1 second of hesitation, and he's gone. But no player is perfect, and Jordan has had his challenges. In 2022, he faced a significant setback with ongoing migraine-related issues that kept him out of the game for a period of time. At that time, it raised serious concerns. This wasn't just a minor injury, it was something that affected his ability to even get on the field. But he returned, and when he did, he picked up right where he left off. That resilience says a lot about him. And mentally, that kind of setback can impact players more than people realise. Being out of the game, dealing with uncertainty, and then coming back to perform at the same level, that requires focus. It requires discipline, and Jordan has showed both. On the field, there's still areas that get debated. He's not known as the most physical defender, but he's not the player delivering huge hits. And then there's the positional question, wing or fullback. Some believe he's more dangerous on the wing where he can purely finish. Others argue his vision and positioning make him a natural fullback. It's a debate that still continues. But even within that system, there's something else. And that's why more and more fans are starting to ask the same question. Are we watching one of the most dangerous players in the world right now? Because when you take a step back and look at everything, where he come from, how he developed, the numbers he's putting up, and the way he plays, it's clear this isn't normal. This isn't another talented All Black. This is a player who changes games, a player who creates something out of nothing, a player who only needs one chance. And maybe that's the biggest reason he's so dangerous. Not because of what he does when everything goes right, but because of what he does when things break down. That's where legends are made. That's where moments happen. And that's where Will Jordan thrives. So the real question isn't just what makes Will Jordan so dangerous. It's how long he can keep doing this at this level. And where does he rank when it's all said and done? If you enjoyed this video, make sure to like, share and subscribe for more rugby content just like this. Thanks for watching guys, and I'll see you next time. Peace!